What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, shout out to Love Don't Judge. I actually started watching this video. I was actually not gonna make a reaction, but I slowly started watching the video. And I was like, yeah, that's him, like a reaction video right here. So I'm gonna definitely, just get into it. The title of the video is 11 years couple. Sorry, 11 years as a couple. Now we wanna be throuple. That's how you say it, right? Throuple. Love Don't Judge. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Fell in love with Jay. This couple initially enjoyed a monogamous relationship
Love him so much.
until a chance work encounter made them fall into the world of polyamory.
From our first experience, that sparked something, and then we were like, wow, this is fun. From there, we just decided to explore more.
We actually sat down one day and we defined our own rules.
When this couple went public with their polyamorous lifestyle, they were so popular they even had to create an application form to filter potential dates.
He's cute.
Who's that? I would describe myself in bed as a freak, a receiver, a starfish. Which one would you describe yourself as?
A freak.
However, their hunt for a third hasn't always been the smoothest of journeys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've definitely been catfished before.
Hello.
Welcome to the Playhouse.
Hi, I'm Deeping with y'all, and I'm in New York City to talk about the confidence gap. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Della.
I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Which is when women entrepreneurs
Hi, my name is Heather, and this is my partner Jay. We met at a bar, and I was with some of my friends, and I asked one of the girls to come back with me so that we could all three of us be together, but it turned out that it ended up just being me and Jay. And now, nearly 11 years later, here we are.
This is the cinema room. This is where all the fun happens. Nah. This is just where we watch movies.
Heather and Jay enjoyed a conventional relationship until a chance work encounter opened their minds to another sort of lifestyle.
We didn't even know what polyamory meant at the time. The first experience we had is I was actually selling a car from home, and the buyer who came around to look at the vehicle was a relatively good-looking female, about the same age. Being the salesman that I was flirting a little bit, trying to get the sale across the line. Just as she was about to leave, Heather walked through the front door. 5 minutes later, I got a text message on my phone from the potential buyer, and she said, "Is that your girlfriend?" Heather and I communicated with her, and the day that she picked the vehicle up was the first time that we experienced, everything that polyamory had to offer, so to speak.
That sparked something, and then we were like, wow, this is fun. We started seeing couples just from having experience and trying different things. It just grew more and more and more. I decided to just put it out there on my social media.
It can at first sort of come as a shock.
And I didn't get great reactions from a couple of people.
But yeah, for it to be healthy with your relationship, you've both got to be into it.
In saying that though, we had so many amazing responses as well.
Overwhelmed with messages, Jay and Heather decided to create an application form to filter potential dates.
Playhouse is basically a concept that Heather and I came up with together. We've also got into playhousecom, which is our website where you can connect with us as well.
Yeah, the creating a website was crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? A website so people could have a relationship with you. That's crazy. Never came across that before. Never even heard of something like that before. That's wild. But they doing their thing though.
Yeah, I like how she's answered that. That's hot. That's hot.
For sure.
She's cute.
Oh, holy. Who's that?
I go lie, bro. That's a lot of men. That's their dream right here, bro. For his woman to be on board with that, because naturally, a lot of men are like that, right? A lot of men want other women, not just their wife or their girlfriend, but they want another woman too, or someone, one or two, or even three or four, five, or the most they can, right? But society has forced this monogamy, thing on men so much to the point where that some men just kind of just accept this being monogamous when they know deep down that they want to be more than that. They want to have more than one woman, right? And to be honest, a lot of men, the reason why a lot of men would not, even bring that kind of conversation up to his woman about having another woman is because one or two, either he don't want his girl to cheat on him, he doesn't want that, so he would not even actually even try to have the conversation with her. He just wouldn't do it. Or he know that if he do it, she might cheat on him, and he just don't want that. So therefore, he just wouldn't take part in that kind of activity. He wouldn't even go forward to even ask her because he already know. Well, there is consequences to that. So that's why a lot of men just would accept them as being with one woman, but deep down they don't truly want to be with one woman.
Quick on them. What was their compatibility like?
89%. That's good because some of our questions are like trick questions.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, just change this bit to.
You always make it way more flirty than me. I like it.
We decided to do the application process because we were getting an influx of DMs and we just wanted to find a fast track to sort through them.
The applicants that stand out to us the most are the ones that actually like put thought into their answers. You know, they like make it a little bit funny, a little bit quirky, a little bit sexy. Because we don't like bland and boring, do we, babe?
No. So when you see the emails come through, like in the subject line, it will say percentage. So we know, like, if it comes through in the 90s, it's like one that we'll check out. Where it's scary is when it comes through in the 90s and it's from somebody called like John or Bill, and then you remember some of the questions and you're like, how do you make Jay happy? Like, yeah.
Johnny, you cannot do that.
Yeah, I feel like we do quite often get a few comments about why it's only girls that can apply through our application page on our website. The reason for that is I'm straight and
I'm bi, so I like getting with girls, whereas Jay doesn't like getting with males. So for it to be a relationship with 3 people and there to be a male involved wouldn't work so well.
I love this question. My sexual drive is.
I agree. Thank you so much.
Answers, not very strong, pretty average, I guess. I get turned on in the fruit section at Woolies. I would describe myself in bed as a freak, a receiver, a starfish. Which one would you describe yourself as?
A freak.
If we don't get 100% on our own quiz, 94.
94.
What did we get wrong?
I feel like there's a couple in there that like you could go either way.
Yeah.
Just a couple, or else we did it wrong. When we see someone we like, the next step for us is just having a conversation with them, talking to them, and seeing if we do build a connection that way, and then also.
Tell you what, like in all actuality, like if you find it's a little challenging to find, like, now the current society we in, it's hard to find a woman who's actually down with that face to face, right? And the reason why I say that, because majority of women would take part in this kind of activity. A lot of them will, right? A lot of women would take part in that activity. Why? Because there are some guys who have a wife or who has a girlfriend, right? And women would still want to be with him, or women, or not just be with him. Women would still sleep with him, actually, right? But they will say, "Well, I'm not into, all the extra stuff. I want to be monogamous," but the actions they take is very different. Why do married men get like the hit on the most? All right, or why when you get a girlfriend, you getting like crazy attention from women? Even women you used to try to talk to, right? All of a sudden, they want to give you time and day. So that in itself tell you that by nature, naturally, women like guys who other women like. And women want to be guys that other women like. So naturally, they take part in this kind of activity already, right? But again, you have to understand how society has pressured them so much into falling in line. Well, naturally, women are monogamous. Women want to be with one guy, right? But on the other side, where they're trying to force it onto men, it's like, okay, well, a man have to be monogamous. When naturally in a man's nature, it's hard for men to do that. Now, I'm not saying there's not men out there that doesn't do that. There's absolutely guys out there who would want to just be with one woman, and one woman would absolutely fulfill their soul. But for majority of guys, that's just not the case. That's just not the case.
So I like to go out and meet the girl for like a nice dinner date, even like a walk on the beach, and just somewhere where we can talk and get to know each other a little bit more. And then yeah, that's when Jay comes in as well. If I do build a connection with her.
I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow. How do you feel? No, how do you want to?
I find poly really exciting because I absolutely love meeting new people and making fun and exciting connections with people. I love going out to dinners, having drinks, and sharing that with my partner as well.
Yeah, that was
Tell you what, actually, the poly actually benefits the woman a lot, because times I hear women have complained about, but I have to do this and I have to do that. I have to wash and clean and cook. Right? They will complain about all these things. Why not have a second partner who's there to help you, right? When you want to break from the kids, well, she take over, right? When you don't want to do laundry, boom, she could do it. Or tell you what, y'all could come together and do things as a team, and things would get done so fast. The life would just be easier for you because you have that second hand right there just to help you. I'm telling you, it's in the woman's favor. If she, if she's considered poly, if she actually do that, it is in the woman's favor. Again, it's gonna be hard to convince them, bro.
I don't feel like I get nervous meeting someone for the first time.
She doesn't. It's like a party trick. I get nervous. Yeah.
I don't. I like it. I get excited.
Have you had anyone try and catfish you both?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we've definitely been catfished before.
We have.
Yeah, which is really awkward.
Yeah.
When you're sitting at the table and the person that you expect to turn up is not the person that turns up.
Yeah. We still have fun. We still
do.
have a good time. It just
Yeah.
doesn't go where we were, wanting it to. It's very similar to this. When we meet a third and we bring them on a date, we take them out for like a nice drink and some food.
We feel like we blow people's minds a little bit, so sometimes when we're out on a date, if we're all getting on very well, I'll walk to the bar to get a drink, for example with Heather, and be sort of touchy-feely, and then the next time we'll walk to the bar to get a drink with the other girl. So we sort of, people give us some funny looks.
The biggest thing that I think I have learned about love since starting this lifestyle is that love is something that you can give to multiple people without taking it away from your one true love. Bye.
People express love in different ways, and people also receive love in different ways.
We gotta understand that the love a man gives versus the love a woman gives, and the same manner. It's because the love a man gives is something that builds over time, right? So it takes a man time to really fall in love with a woman, right? Versus a woman, it take time, but it's a shorter process, right? It's all based on the thing the man can do for and the type of man he is. Right? That's what makes her fall in love with him. Versus the man is not just he can have intercourse and stuff like that with the woman, but I think the quality time they spend together, that's where men really builds that love for a woman. So the love between a man and a woman is very different, right? And even when it comes to, you know, men sleeping for the women, the the love that he has for his main woman is very different from for the love he have with the woman he decided one night stand with. It's not the same. He don't even have love for that woman he slept with. on that one night or that one night stand. It's very different, right? But you know, in society, we never had these type of conversations where we teach, men and women. We never teach the dynamic between men and women. So therefore, now it's a confusion between the two genders, and that's why we can have conversation about it.
So I guess this has just sort of expanded our horizons as to how love works. We are currently still on the look for the perfect person that's compatible with both of us, but we've definitely met some cool people and had some really cool experiences. We'll keep going until we find somebody permanent. It's something that we both find really enjoyable and fun, and
Why stop?
why stop?
Well, shit, I wish them the best on their journey. I hope that they find a third that's gonna bring them joy and happiness and fulfillment. That is, but I feel like a lot of guys could actually relate to this video, to relate to this man, and seeing that he naturally a lot of guys would want more than one woman. That's just how it is. No ifs, ands, or buts. No lie. He's just being honest, being who he is. A lot of guys just mask it all the time, which is crazy. But that's just society we live in, right? But that's the end of the video. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.